small percentage, but first rate cut is a year out, which would be March of 27. That would be. I think that's the other thing is like when you look at if rate cuts are going to be pushed out, I'm not necessarily in that camp because I think that if oil does stay higher, even if we do get into some stagflation, we'll probably end up with probably some weaker economic data over the summers that takes a bite into the consumer with higher rates. I mean, you saw mortgage applications this morning were pretty brutal. So I would imagine that there's still going to be rate cuts this year would be my guess. And if you do get oil to come in, like if this cools off in the next month, they will certainly reprice the Fed fund futures and probably price in some rate cuts at the end of the year, would be my guess.
Coming in right now.
Yeah, look at oil just getting drilled here.
Yeah, where was that this morning?
I know. I shorted 40. I scalped a little up there. I think I shorted like 45. I caught that first little dollar move just on the micro Colgates. If you've never traded oil before, if you're trading the big contract and this volatility, it's aggressive.
I've got to order some food. I'm starving.
I just had some local burger spot across the street. $28 for a burger. It's nuts. But it was good.
That's crazy.
They have like custom burgers at this place by me. It's really good. All right. It's going to be 7. Here, it snowed last night. It snowed the night before. And on Saturday, it's going to be 74 degrees. Welcome to the Midwest.
That's crazy.
It's 84.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Oh, there's just people in kayaks. I'll say this: there's like a rooftop pool right here with like a little bar. There's a good ratio. I told Jordan yesterday. There's a good ratio.
Good ratio.
Been like three or four guys with like 12 girls every day. Like, these guys are crushing.
Oh my god!
You love to see that ratio, man.
I just logged back into my Apex account and I had limits down at 67.15 and I forgot about them. So that was a nice $2,000 to come back to. I forgot I put them down there. I thought I closed them all. That worked out nice. I was like, what is this position?
Surprised you got filled.
What's up, guys?
67, 15, 75. Oh,
that's good, Casey.
What up?
Well, that was a nice lunch mistake.
What am I about to order here?
Wingstop?
Oh, Popeyes? Dude, Wingstop was the first, dude. The first option on here is literally Wingstop. The very first option that popped up. Wingstop Rio Piedras.
That's so funny.
Anyone want a long Amazon for fun?
I don't know what I want to do. Still got some iron condors on for the day. They're not coming in, but I think they will.
32 minutes away.
You still have iron condors on right now?
Yeah, they've come in like, I don't know.
Are you about to close them or are you leaving them open?
Nah, I'm going to roll them. Fuck it.
Fucking
I don't think
insane.
I don't think we're going to get that. I don't think we're going to get a big move. I think it's just going to be vol crush is what I think.
I know, but just the initial reaction on the options chain on the premiums?
Yeah, but here, my strikes, my short strike 67.75 and 66.20. So I'm all right. Maybe I'll take your advice.
I think we could see 66.30. That's the only thing.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Worst case scenario, if we do see 66.20 after filling the first gap, we would actually enter into the second gap.
I'm gonna trim it. I mean, I was up like 15% on it, so
I knew they probably weren't going to be fucking moving today. When we talked about it this
of
morning,
course
I was
not.
like, there's no way I could take them because
yeah.
I mean,
no,
any
they didn't-
drain from then until now, I guess, is easy cash. But you should be up like freaking 50-60% by now.
Oh yeah, for sure. If there was no meeting, I have
Yeah.
one tomorrow. I did one for tomorrow's expiration. 65.25, 6,800 are my short strikes.
See, I like that. I like doing it for tomorrow and for Friday.
Yeah, and then I have another one for Friday that was a bot that put this on 64.75, 7,000.
See, I'm probably gonna enter into one right now that we're talking about it.
Because like I'm thinking, obviously the 200 day on SPX is at what 66.20 now, so or 66.18. I mean, I would imagine that would give you some level of support there.
Let's see what can you get for Friday for far out the money.
There'll be some juice before this. They'll even come in just on this news.
Dude, I'm gonna go out to like 68 fucking 30, 50.
I'd go. Well, look at the chart. I think you go. Yeah,
I could do a
Netflix
$20 wide right now. I could sell 68 30s and buy 68 50s.
I think you could sell. Yeah, like the 68 40s. You got that high up there from the 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to run through a lot of levels to get up there, but I like that 68.45. Would be my resistance spot.
Dude, the puts. Look how far out you can go. I'm in the
like
64. I'm in the 6400s and there's still juice.
Yeah, they're juiced down to like 6,200. It's crazy.
Oh my goodness! I just did 6,400 and they're still at 300 and something. No.
Yeah, the problem is
way.
when you get down that far, you have to go really wide. You're gonna feel like $50 wide or whatever, because the spread between the 6,400s and the 6,350s is not that much.
Yeah, so let me do
To get any juice,
6,400.
or you got to get a little tighter. You're probably
can
better off going a little tighter and then don't spread it as much. You know
No,
what I mean?
6,420 and 6,400.
Yeah, you could do that.
I can do that iron condor right now and collect $150.
It's not bad.
And I'm freaking on the upside. I'm 150 out of the money. For the downside, I'm 250 out of the money. That's insane.
Yeah, a lot of juice in them. That's what you get when you got a high VIX. Get a VIX in the mid-20s, like you're gonna be able to get some juice out of them. AMD making a run here, new highs. AMD putting the team on its back like Darren Sharpa.
All right, I'm in for Friday.
I like it. It's going to be interesting. I think the big thing takeaway for this meeting is going to be the dot plots. I think that's going to be your big deal here.
Oh, I ordered Popeyes.
Ooh, I like it.
Oh, yeah, party bar jack? Or is it
Lift summer gasoline regulations. What is that about?
selling out?
I don't know what that means. Lift summer gasoline regulations to curb energy prices. Does that mean they're going to be high all summer?
Oh yeah, my Amazon calls. I want Amazon call autos too. Forgot.
5-minute warning. 5-minute warning.
Or next
God.
week.
Did ES bottom take that? Yeah, by 2 ticks. It's a good trade down there.
I do like Netflix, by the way.
Yeah, Netflix looks good.
Look, I'll
We got 5 minutes.
I got Popeyes because I just need something fast. It's gonna get here, and I can just go grab it out of the lobby. I'll eat something decent maybe tonight or different time.
I'll wait till
Bonds-
after the 2 p.m. reaction for Amazon.
Bond's catching a slight bid here. I actually wonder if it's going to come the statement may come across a little bit more dovish, is what I'm wondering. The only reason I say that is, go ahead.
I was gonna say I can't get my head around whether if he comes out and he's like super hawkish, he says, well, the data is not great right now, and it looks like it, we're obviously with everything going on, it looks like it could get much worse. Like if he comes out and he's just like really hawkish, or if he comes out and he's just like, hey, I'm on the way out, and he's just dovish, he's just in a kind of a whatever mood, or like he knows the markets. Like a lot of times when the markets are kind of on edge like this, he usually stays pretty dovish just to like not scare people. Like he loves to like not spook the market. Like he knows what it's doing. But I don't know. I honestly don't know which way he'll go with it. And I also don't know how much the market's going to buy into what he says. He's only got one meeting left.
Right.
Like I think it could be very interesting. But my base case is that he probably doesn't have much good to say, but the market's going to kind of discount it either way and say, okay, well, we're waiting on Kevin Warsh either way.
I think part of it will be he will reference the recent jobs data, and I think he's going to talk out of both sides, like more dovish on the jobs front, and then probably more hawkish on the inflation side. But I think he's going to say we're kind of, in a paradox. We need to watch the labor market. I think the labor market's probably going to be more important than, and they'll talk probably about looking through the upcoming inflation data on the headline number, because oil prices, if they prove to be a little bit more transitory, where it's a spike and then things cool off in a month or two, that wouldn't be that would keep long-term inflation expectations still well anchored. And I think that's the kind of the rhetoric you get.
For the ones asking like what the SPX Iron Condor is and like trying to take it right now, no, don't. Absolutely fucking not. If you don't know what it is, don't take the trade. Also, going into FOMC, taking a trade that you don't know how to structure or manage is not good.
Not a good idea.
You can...
Guys, real fast, do me a favor. Share this out. Let everyone know where you're hanging out for the FOMC. If you're on X, wherever you're at, share it out. Tell everyone. Maple in the house now.
Yo, good afternoon.
What's up, Maple?
I'm going to try
Getting
something
ready.
here for...
Minute and a half
I
left.
have this.
We're long.
What's up, Mapes?
I'm gonna try
Yo,
this right
what's
here.
up?
You in anything going into it? You waiting?
No, I'm gonna be patient.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait maybe 10 minutes or so, 10, 15 minutes.
Solid.
I'm full port long right now on this eval. Let's fucking go.
All right.
1 minute to the rate decision.
Do you hear that?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Did you hear my sparker? Okay.
Yes.
I'm putting the sparker on here so he can read it out to all you guys, because it's all coming through one ear set today, so it's going to be rough. So whenever just if you guys, everyone will just stay quiet for just a second whenever it happens, or you can call it a trade or whatever. But the squawker, what it does is it'll start reading all this out as it's happening. So like they get all the like cliff notes immediately and start reading out all the headlines. So it should be about probably a minute and a half period where he reads out everything. $15 seconds.
Let's go.
Auto rug.
No.
I'm kidding.
I can do like a
There we go.
half.
It's going to be a vol crush. Nothing non-event.
Fed leaves discount rate unchanged at 3.75%.
Unchanged. Who would have guessed?
Range at 3.5 to 3.75%. FOMC voted 11-1 for Fed funds rate action, mirroring dissents in
Trimming the
favor
long.
of a quarter-point cut. Economic implications of the Iran war are uncertain. Fed officials see Fed funds rate at a median of 3.4% at the end of 2026. 3.1% at the end of 2027, 2028, and in the longer run. Fed officials see 2026 year-end unemployment of 4.4%, unchanged core PC inflation 2.7%, up from 2.5%. No Fed official previously favoring a rate cut for 2026 changed his or her mind. That's the Fed rate decision. S&P futures moving higher now a bit. Right now down, still about 38.
Casey, I should still
but
be in
moving
that
higher following the Fed
iron
decision.
condor. We went nowhere.
I'm out half the long.
Yeah.
I opened up that one for Friday. Let's
I
see.
know. I bet you they just crushed the ball already.
Yeah. Come on. Give me a little bit more. Come on. Pop. Trim out some more.
All right. So what you just heard there was them bring out all the Cliff Notes version. There was nothing surprising in there at all. So
Big nothing burger.
Let's go.
we're right back to where we were for 3 hours this morning.
Dude, I guarantee you later for the press conference, he's going to say everything that he said the last time. I don't freaking doubt it.
I was just trying to close this. Cancel. Yes.
So there's somebody out here paraselling way more interesting than this market right now.
That's funny.
You know, like up with the little like air balloon looking thing.
Oh, it's just that I bet you that iron condor came in a ton.
They took me out the rest. Let me go check my iron condor. Well, I guess my one from Monday probably or Friday
Well,
hasn't done anything.
I did one for tomorrow, and it's now it's up 28%.
Is it really?
Yeah, 36%.
Let me go check. No,
Yeah,
Fridays
oil's
hasn't
okay.
changed. Friday hasn't changed at all.
I put that one on this morning though, so I figured there would be a little vol crush in there, but I really just want to do like a full port, you know.
This guy
Wow.
knocks shows up after the decision. What a loser.
Hey, last time we made $7,000 on the eval accounts to get them past some oil. Do we do it again on this new one?
That was wild. That was so
Long
wild.
goal, 3-minute EMA.
This long right here was on a new eval I bought this morning. Let's just do it again.
What a rejected one.
This a long oil right here? What are we thinking?
Dude, the eval accounts today, I got 2 of them. They're doing good today. I had an accidental long when I went to lunch and I forgot about it. Here's what happened. Those are some of the best trades.
All right, come on, oil. Come
Maple,
on, dude.
what
Give me
month
some.
you trading in gold? What letter?
I just got the GC1 exclamation point on TradingView, so it should be the most recent one.
BJ, I think is
Yeah.
J.
Jay is the one currently on the one trigger he's hooked up with.
Hey, let's go, Will. I see it.
That was a good one.
Let's
That's
fucking go.
one. Here's the other one. Both good.
Amazon
was-
is getting a little perky.
Oh, and there we go.
Ooh.
Pop back out of this ring. Fly up there to VWAP.
Ooh, right here. Can we slap that right there against 915?
Probably.
Seems slow on
Probably
cues.
can't. Right there. It's the same highs. Maybe everybody went to the beach. My internet's better now.
Oh, you took the Amazon, made $200? Hell yeah. Nice. Fucking score.
Little scalpy scalp.
Is it coming back in?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of got it late, but I got a little bit here. I got it at 98.
If I make $120, I can go ahead and withdraw a couple grand from this account for a payout. Let's go.
Yeah, I need to finish that one. We gotta find another couple trades here to get that one over the benchmark. The active
Jordan.
account.
Yo.
Can you hit that? I just text you.
The what? Oh. Yeah. For the YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's okay.
Fuck it.
Sí, soy yo.
Sí, soy yo.
You need to text me the number.
I did.
I should be in Puerto Rico right now. Puerto Rico.
All right, you should be good.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Jordan,
Yes.
what is your code for Apex?
WolfX.
I want to buy 150K right now. I'm gonna use your code.
Let's go, baby.
You guys have
WolfX.
tried Lucid.
So
Cool.
that's the next one I want to try. I've heard
Lucid
some really good
accounts
things about
cooked,
Lucid.
dude.
Google's announcing Vibe Design. Some headline. Apparently, Adobe is getting hit and Figma on that.
Lucid.
I like the rules on Lucid. They have some good accounts.
Let's see. I'm checking them out right now.
How much is 100 or 150K over there right now with the WolfX code?
You gotta
Trade of eight
take a
prop.
look.
Rhythmic
Not sure.
data feed. I'm trying it right now. WolfX.
Yeah, let me know
Oh,
how much
they're
the
over.
100 and 150s are.
They're taxing over here. I think it's just called Wolf.
Yeah, it's just go Wolf on
Ooh,
Lucid.
50% off for $142.50 for 100K.
Let's go.
That's not bad.
Figma's selling off on that.
What are the rules, dude? Man, like, is Top Step? Are they toasted? Like, what's up with them?
I don't know. I mean, I know Emp. You still trade on there recently. Like, I don't think it's toasted, but
I think
There's just a lot
Lucid
more
doesn't
now.
have consistency on funded, right?
there's also, it's not a monthly payment. It's a one-time payment. And like after the month,
I
you
just seen a lot of bad people talking bad about it. I didn't know. I seen, what was it?
Yeah,
Something
it's
from Clear Edge. They were saying like they don't recommend it anymore or something like that.
There's a lot of fun.
All right, there we go. You have my money, Jordan. I just bought that 150.
Oh, thank you, sir.
You're
We
welcome.
appreciate you. Pleasure doing
Now,
business.
Let's
Prediction
full
markers:
heart this
Trump
fucking
expected to
thing.
be impeached by January 27.
Oh, Lord.
Wow.
Yeah, all the codes are right there on the bottom of your screen. Tradeify, Lucid, code Wolf. If you use Apex, Wolf X. Don't forget our friends at Vanquish have the options. It's
Ooh,
code Wolf over there. And then best, of course, if you do perpetual futures, you can trade anything as long as you want over there. Kind of a different style platform. A little bit of something for everything.
Yes, sir.
so you got Lucid Pro, Lucid Flex, and Lucid Direct.
Mm-hmm. Lucid
that's
Pro
what
and Flex are probably the most popular, I would say.
What's-
Direct is like instant funded, right? I think.
I believe
Shaker
so.
funded.
I'm not 100% sure, but yeah.
20% consistency rule. That's probably tough.
Fuck that. Yeah.
Flex is 50% consistency, and then
Yeah, that one's better.
Lucid
For
Pro,
For which one?
Flex.
Flex.
The consistency on
On-
that one is fine.
On
Yeah.
Tradeify?
All that matters is what's the funded rules. That's really what it is.
That's on Lucid.
Oh, okay.
So the flex, there's no consistency rule.
I know
Wow.
there's something on Lucid where there's no consistency, which I thought was nice.
That's on a Lucid flex.
Once you're funded, right?
Once you're funded, yeah. You
Nice.
need 50% consistency up front, and then no daily loss limit.
We're coming down.
Daily loss limit, none.
Nice.
That was a good short up there. I think I should have stayed
Back
in that a
to
little
some
longer.
EMAs.
So far, initial reaction is down.
Adobe and Figma are still selling off better.
I need to find another trade here. I gotta get this. Funded account to the $300 mark. I need 3 more days.
I'm about to have to run down and pick up my food. Rambo says there's no consistency on Lucid Flex in the funded.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm about to head downstairs and I'll be right back. I ordered Popeyes. Jordan, you may have to take. I'll leave my
Let's go.
screen up here. You may have to take it over if something happens, but just be on watch.
You're good.
I'll leave this right here.
All right, there it is. New account just showed up. Let's freaking full port. Gotta wait for J Daddy.
Stop me in.
God, I gotta make $9 grand on this account. It's not gonna happen.
It's juicy.
Not in one session. It's not. Back to the chop zone we go. Who would have guessed? Rates unchanged and we go nowhere.
Should have left that iron condor on. It was
Yeah,
it was a winner trade. I knew it. I said it's going to be just a big vol crush. That's all it's going to be.
I figured the reaction would have been a little bit bigger than this, still within, mainly probably the day's range, but like that was literally nothing.
Yeah, the press conference is going to be the most important part.
Yeah. Let's see. I am up 10% on SPX. Let's go. Let's go. Let's fucking go.
I do think we get a little more fireworks here coming up. I tried this Lucid Flex. I just hate logging in everywhere. It's driving me nuts. I'll find something to trade here. That was a good little short scalp up there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if oil can't get any bid going over 100, like it gets slapped like this, $4 today,
Ooh, ooh.
Uh-oh.
Oil, poppy, NQ, droppy.
What do we got on oil? Nice little stick off support.
Damn. Ooh. Question is, do I just long this right now? Fuck yeah. Let's see. Do we just long it off the zone and bounce back up? Overextended tick. We can retrace a little bit.
Yields are moving slightly lower.
There we go. Oh!
Yeah, take a long. Yes.
All right. We just made $1,000 out of 9,000. Let's go.
Let's go.
Just got to do that 8 more times. And we're solid.
Whoa, what happened?
Rug City. Nah, oil just popped a little.
Yeah, oil got popping a little bit.
Yeah, there must have been a headline on oil because they're talking about it on the squawker. Too cold.
Qatar Interior Defense. Civil Defense is dealing with a fire at the Ras Laffan area after an Iranian attack in Qatar.
Oh. All right.
The Iranian president said that infrastructure attacks will yield nothing for the U.S. and Israel.
Holy oil candle.
Yeah.
Kind of want to short it against the 21, but at the same time, I feel like it doesn't really care.
They're not trying to say there's a negative headline on Walmart, bro. Just shut the market down. Oh, buddy, what do we got?
Walmart's getting rugged.
Yeah, it was a negative headline. Something. I don't know what it was.
This is just chop. I don't want to trade it.
I'm just waiting for Pop.
Pow. Pow. Jerome Powell.
Pow!
Are you saying Pop?
Pow? Or Pow? Jerome Powell.
Pow!
You actually saw him eat a man's? It was international waters.
Are you saying Pan or Pam?
It's Pam with a D.
Pam.
Pam. Oh, there's a D. No D. It's Pam.
Oh, there's 2 M's.
Pammed.
Pan?
Pam.
Pam.
Oh, what's up, Popeyes?
What's up, Popeyes? Ooh. Ooh. Oh, I need another. Do I long it here just for I need another $180 to pass this one.
He said, how about we interview you? See, here's a shot out of the cannon. Oprah, Barbara Walters, your wife. You gotta fuck one, marry one, kill one. Go. This interview's over.
Will, I got my 202.50 on AMD.
You did? You short it?
Yep.
That's a good one.
It took all day,
It's
but
okay.
it came through.
That's okay.
It's okay. It's alright. I got something that you gon' like. Mysterious girl, wherever you are, all alone, it's you that I want. Should have hit oil just for that little short scalp off the 21. Would have made like $2,000. I gotta save this for Pal Daddy. I remember when FOMC used to be fun.
Used to be sweating in your palms before it.
Yeah, man. I remember when I had no business putting $13,000 in SPX 0 DTEs.
And they came out with 200 million.
Nah, and then I'd be down like 7 or 8K, and then I'd buy more, and then I'd come back green and make like $1,000 and be like, I'm never fucking doing that again. And then next FOMC, I did it again.
Do the same thing, yeah.
Like, that's when FOMC used to be fun. But I ruined a lot of my pants doing that. So luckily, FOMC is no longer as crazy.
Man.
Nvidia's coming down pretty hard from that same high.
I would love Nvidia to go to $100. Rug video.
No. My cost basis is like 96.
I got nothing really. And I'm out of most of this stuff.
I sold some at 200, but no. Look at the weekly on Nvidia though.
It's just neutral. I would say Nvidia's neutral.
Yeah. I mean, weekly,
Right
this
now.
thing hasn't gone anywhere since
Big base.
September, October time.
I don't know. These dailies just look so terrible. Broadcom below the 200 again. That looks not good.
It
AMD,
looks like a shit.
Amazon. I still think Amazon's setting up that bear flag there. We just need to break that trend line, and then it's
That's one thing. That trend line, it's been make or break.
yeah. If it holds this, it's okay. But as soon as it breaks it, it's gonna rug like $10.
Where's Tessie? I think Tessie can go lower.
SPX levels, I think you got to look for the 200. I would be looking for 66.15 would be the level I'm looking at.
There's a gap fill at
Yep.
630. The 200 is at 615, and then you have a gap fill, like a way back here gap fill at 6603.
And that low right there from 3 days ago is 66.23. I'd watch that.
Yeah,
low
so
as well. You kind of got equal lows.
So your gap fill is going to be right here that you left, 66.32. You have the equal low there at 23. The 200-day is sitting right at 15.16, and then the gap fill from back when was that, November?
Yeah, a long
Yeah,
time
from
ago.
November takes you to 6,600. That's your levels to watch down there.
Where's that gap fill at? I don't have that on my chart.
So there's a gap right here from way back in November that I've drawn here, and then we gapped up from Friday to Monday. We gapped up, and we're sitting in the gap currently. So there's a gap fill there. So like if I go to like the 15-minute, I can show it to you really. Here's it's right here.
Let me see.
Deez, are you talking about doing a butterfly, like a straight butterfly, 25 wide? Is that what I assume you mean by that?
Why don't I don't have that gap from November? Wait, yes I do. There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. Okay.
Way back
There.
there. Way back there.
I was like, what the hell?
All right, a couple minutes. So what, 3 minutes or so? 3.5.
I mean, the problem is the zero DTs are going to be super juiced premium before the press conference. So, I mean, I'd much rather, if you're going to buy it, I'd rather spread it off.
Yeah.
I would do. Because you're going to pay a premium, and if there's no news, they're going to decay fast.
Q's just at the same long spot again.
Yeah, initial reaction is downside. So upside?
Fuck yeah.
I think he's going to be more dovish. That's what I think. That's my gut. I think he's going to say inflation's probably going to be transitory. We're monitoring. He's going to bring up the jobs market. The jobs market's been weakening, and that most recent payrolls was a big miss. I think he discusses that.
Even if SPY rips, I think it maybe go to 670, which is nothing. That's just, I mean, back to the same shit from the last few days. I'd be surprised if SPY went above 670, 250 for a positive reaction and move into the close if something crazy happens. I'd be highly surprised.
I want a full port something.
Same. Technically, I should be long right here, but I'm not.
No, 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
We
wait.
get chopped up in there.
Well, I should have went long at 30, scalped it back up here for 25, 30 points, but sorry, we got 1 minute until Big Daddy.
Big pow. This is my last press conference. I will be currently raising rate. What if he comes out and he says, I'm raising rates 300 basis points?
Mark zero.
We will crush inflation. If you want to crush inflation, just raise rates to 10%. Like inflation will get crushed tomorrow because no one will buy anything.
Oh, there's that nice candle on SPY. Just back tested. ES stronger bounce, I think, slightly. Yeah. I mean, nice long again area, but and depending on how that candle closes, it might close a buy signal.
Makes me want to try a gold loan. Like, do they rug the dollar after you start speaking? Then gold gets a pop on Maple Stacks double up Buttercup.
Hey, give me a double stack.
Like, Maple, what's your favorite kind of pancakes anyways? Like, I gotta know.
Dude, just regular pancakes with butter and syrup. The staple, man.
The staple.
The staple. The foundation of pancakes.
The foundation. I love it.
All right, rippity doo dah. Or chop it sideways, yeah. Did Emp just rug himself?
Yeah, he got rugged. And now we got no. I don't have a.
I think Jordan can
I
get
think
into
Jordan
it.
is
Hold on.
all. Oh, you there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me bring up the Fed meeting. Hold on.
Emp streaming from the Costco
Good
food
afternoon.
court.
Fuck, where's it?
Oh, he's already talking.
Dude, how is it not
Yeah,
fucking
Emp
right
rubbed
here on the
himself
front
at
page,
the
bro?
worst time.
How is it not here on the front page? What am I supposed to do? Bro, oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
Uh-oh. I'm buffering. Come on, Jerome. Don't do this to me.
J Daddy. Downside candle
Labor
coming in.
force, due to lower
Bro.
immigration and labor force
There you go.
participation, though labor demand has
Okay, finally
clearly
found it
softened as
there.
well.
But
Other indicators,
back.
including job openings, layoffs, hiring, and nominal wage growth, generally show little change in recent months. In our SEP, the median projection of the unemployment rate is 4.4% at the end of this year and edges down thereafter. Inflation has eased significantly from its highs in mid-2022, but remains somewhat elevated relative to our 2% longer-run goal.
Talk about the war.
Estimates based on the Consumer Price Index and other data indicate that total PCE prices rose 2.8% over the 12 months ending in February, and that
This
excluding
is all
the volatile
pre-
food
it's all-
and
this is
energy
all pre-released,
categories,
by the way.
core PCE prices rose
Not
3.0%.
pre-released, but this is
These
written by
elevated
me.
This was
inflation
he's reading the
largely reflect
statement.
inflation in the goods
Yeah.
sector, which has been boosted by the effects of tariffs.
Looks like Lowe's here.
gold's drilling.
Near-term measures of inflation expectations have risen in recent weeks, likely reflecting the substantial rise in oil prices caused by the supply disruptions in the Middle East. Most measures of
Dollar
longer-term
catching a bid here.
expectations remain consistent with our 2% inflation goal. The median projection in the SEP for total PCE inflation this year is 2.7% and 2.2% next year, a bit higher than projected in December.
ES
Our
Nulo.
monetary policy actions are guided by our dual mandate to promote maximum employment and stable prices for the American people. At today's meeting, the committee decided to maintain the target range for the federal funds rate at 3.5 to 3.75%. From last September through December, we lowered our policy rate 0.75 percentage point, bringing it within a range of plausible estimates of neutral. This normalization of our policy stance should continue to help stabilize the labor market while allowing inflation to resume its downward trend toward 2%.
Google
But
new
the
lows.
implications of events in the Middle East for the U.S. economy are uncertain. In the near term, higher energy prices will push up overall inflation, but it is too soon to know the scope and duration of the potential effects on the economy. We will continue to monitor the risks to both sides of our mandate.
Gold's trying to
We
make
are
a new low a day
well-positioned to
here.
determine the
Spy new
extent
low.
and timing of additional adjustments to our policy rate based on the incoming data, the evolving outlook, and the balance of risks. In our SEP, FOMC participants wrote down their individual assessments of an appropriate path of the federal funds rate under what each participant judges to be the most
low
likely
a day,
scenario
Gold.
for the economy. The median participant projects that the appropriate level of the federal funds rate will be 3.4% at the end of this year and 3.1% at the end of next year, unchanged from December. As is always the case, these individual forecasts are subject to uncertainty, and they are not a committee plan or decision. Monetary policy is not on a preset course, and we'll make our decisions on a meeting-by-meeting basis. To conclude, the Fed has been assigned two goals for monetary policy: maximum employment and stable prices.
Went long.
We remain committed
790.
to supporting maximum employment, bringing inflation sustainably to our 2% goal, and keeping longer-term inflation expectations well anchored. Our success in delivering on these
Covering.
goals matters to all Americans. We at the Fed will continue to do our jobs with objectivity, integrity, and a deep commitment
30
to serve
points.
the American people. Thank you, and I look forward to your questions.
Thank you. Colby Smith of the New York Times. There's been some debate about whether the
Stop it,
Fed
Andrew.
should look through the inflation that will come from higher oil prices stemming from the Middle East conflict. Is that the right approach at this juncture? And to what extent does the fact that inflation has been above target for roughly 5 years now influence the committee's thinking around this?
So, first, let me say we're well aware of the performance of inflation
There's
over
sweet.
the last
Covering
few
more.
years,
Boom,
and,
boom,
a series
boom.
of shocks have interrupted
All right.
progress that we've made over
There we
time.
go.
And that happened most
Look, now we're up
recently with
almost
tariffs,
2K.
and
You're
now
selling, you're not
there will be
covering.
some effects on inflation coming forward. The
Yeah,
thing that's
covering is on
really
shorts.
important that we see this year
He has to make new
is
lows.
progress
He's like barely swept it.
on inflation
I know, it's right off that
reduction
line.
in goods inflation as the one-time effects on prices of tariffs go through the system, go through the economy. That's the main thing we're looking for going into this exercise. And we need to be seeing that to sort of understand that we actually are making progress, because on net, we didn't make progress. And if you look at total inflation,
There we go.
sorry,
There you
total
go.
core inflation, it's about 3%, and some
Turn it
people
green.
are
Here we go.
2.5 and
All out.
3%
Turn it
is
green.
actually tariffs. So we're looking for progress.
70
on that.
points.
The question of whether we look through the energy inflation doesn't really arise until we have kind of checked that box. It, of course, is kind of standard learning that you look through energy shocks, but
No, I
that's
kinda wanna
always been
short it.
dependent on inflation expectations remaining well anchored. And I think now it's also dependent on what you mentioned, which is that broader context of 5 years now of inflation above target. We have to keep all of those things in mind, and the question of looking through when it does arise will be one to approach not lightly, but in the context that you mentioned.
And just on the S&P, can you help us make sense of why there is still a bias to cut for most officials this year, despite the upward revision to headline and core inflation and the essentially unchanged forecast for
There you
growth
go.
and unemployment? Just curious, kind of what's the genesis behind the need? What's the need for the cut?
Yeah, so, there are 19 people, and so 19 reasons, 19 individual submissions, and if you notice, the median didn't change, but there was actually some movement toward, a meaningful amount of movement toward fewer cuts by people. So 4 or 5 people went from 2 to 1, let's say, 2 cuts to 1 cut.
Just say you want to see cooler goods
And
inflation.
each person has individual, stories behind what they want to do. But essentially, it is that the forecast is that we will be making progress on inflation. Not as much as we had hoped, but some progress on inflation. It should come as we start to see in the middle of the
Raise
year.
them up to 20%.
Progress on
Make some
tariffs, going through
Tariffs
once
is
and then
tariff word.
tariff inflation coming down. We should be seeing that. And, the rate forecast is conditional on the performance of the economy. So if we don't see that progress, then you won't see the rate cut.
Thank you. Howard Schneider with Reuters. Just to follow up a little bit and to be clear, is the higher inflation penciled in here for 2026 solely the result of the oil shock or something else?
So that's going to be part of it. But, that wouldn't be most of core, right? So the oil shock for sure shows up here. Some of that will be in core as well. But yes, but no, there's also just the feeling that we haven't seen, the progress that we had hoped for on core goods and on tariffs and on the rest of it. So for whatever reason, people did write up their inflation
There you
forecast.
go.
That will certainly be tied to
come on.
events in the Middle East and the price of oil.
Yeah.
It's also, I think, a reflection of
I want to see
the
766
slow progress we've seen on
matrix.
tariffs, which we believe we will see. It's just
40
a question of
points.
how
Come on,
long
give me
it takes
3K.
For them
Come
to
on,
get
you're almost there. A
all
little
the
bit
way
lower.
through the
There it is.
economy.
Boom.
It just takes some time.
Right. And is the lack of change in the SEPs, again, just to explicate this a little bit, more due to the expectation that the oil portion of this will pass through, or more out of concern that there is a potential blow
Flat,
to
yes.
consumption and growth coming in the form of wealth effects with the stock market down, in the form of gas prices, diverting spending from other parts of the economy?
So I didn't get the second part of your question.
The consumers are going to be potentially diverting money to gasoline from other parts of the economy. There could be a growth shock or a redistribution of spending there that could hit consumption, wealth effects as well. I guess I'm wondering, is the rate forecast not changing because you think the oil shock is going to be temporary, or because you want to be sure you're positioned in case growth starts to slow?
So the thing I really want to emphasize is that nobody knows. The economics effect could be bigger, they could be smaller, they could be much smaller or much bigger. We just don't know. So people are writing down something that seems to make sense to them, but have no conviction. To your point, if we have if we have a long period of much higher gas prices, that's going to weigh on consumption. That'll weigh on disposable personal income, and it'll weigh on consumption. But we don't know if that's going to happen. Something quite different than that. We might have much lower than expected pass-through. So people write down, this is one of those SEPs where a number of people mentioned if we were ever going to skip an SEP, this would be a good one, because we just don't know. So I wouldn't say there's a conviction that this is going to go through quickly or not quickly. It's just you got to write something down, and this is something that is that people wrote down. We don't debate how long. How do you do that? We wouldn't be able to debate what the length of or size of these effects would be. We just have to kind of make an individual statement. And also, what you've written down before you'll be reluctant to move too far away from that, just because you don't know. It's so unclear what the direction from this particular end will be. Meanwhile, the growth has been solid, and inflation, the overshoot is mainly from the goods and tariffs. And, the labor market is, the unemployment rate, of course, is little changed since September. You have a very, very low break-even rate, apparently, for new jobs, with little growth in either demand or supply. But the U.S. economy is doing pretty well. It's just we don't know what the effects of this will be, and really no one does.
Steve.
Mr. Chair, in the past, the staff has suggested that higher oil prices, they have a hit to consumption, which Howard was talking about, but that's somewhat offset by increases to domestic production. I wonder if you could talk about that dynamic, especially to the extent that how much U.S. production is happening right now.
So the first thing is there is, the original thinking, the long-standing thinking, put it that way, is that you do look through energy shocks. But as I mentioned, that's conditioned on inflation expectations and that kind of thing. So, sorry, your question was?
What the staff is saying about, and has said in the past.
Yeah. So there'll be an offset.
Offsets, yeah.
So that's true. We're a net exporter of energy, right? So any effects on employment and economic activity and spending would be offset to some extent by the fact that our oil companies will be more profitable, and they may even do more drilling. If you ask oil companies about doing more drilling, though, they're going to want to see, a consistent rise in oil prices from where they were before the buildup for the war, and they're going to want to believe that that's going to be persistent for a fairly long time. So they're not sitting there waiting for oil to go over $70 a barrel, and then they're going to start drilling or whatever. They're going to make a reasoned, careful judgment that we're going to have higher oil prices for an extended period, meaningfully higher. So I wouldn't say there's much of that happening. Not much of it happening now, but some of that could happen over time if you see that. But so the net of the oil shock will still be some downward pressure on spending and employment, and upward pressure on inflation, of course.
And if I could just follow up on Colby's question, how much do you worry that, having looked through tariff inflation and inflation running above target, and looking through the oil price shock, would undermine the credibility of your commitment to the 2% target?
We have to do our analysis and think these things through carefully, but of course that's on everyone's mind. We're well aware of the history, but you don't want to overreact to that. You want to make the best judgment you can based on the facts. I don't think we're going to let it color our decision-making more than is appropriate. It's more the thought that it's been 5 years, and we've actually had, we had the tariff shock, we had the pandemic, and now we have an energy shock of some size and duration. We don't know what that's going to be, actually. And, it's one of those things where it's a repeated set of things, and you worry that that's the kind of thing that can can cause trouble for inflation expectations, and so we worry a lot about that, and we are very strongly committed to doing what it takes to keep inflation expectations anchored at 2%, and I think it's important that we do that. Very important.
Nick.
Nick Timoros, The Wall Street Journal. Chair Powell, you've described monetary policy as
Good old Nick.
restrictive. If the unemployment rate is roughly stable, inflation moving
The Fed
sideways in the high
whisperer.
twos, with an ongoing overshoot in services and non-housing services, not just goods, and the economy doing fairly well as you just outlined, what gives you confidence that inflation returns to target over the next couple of years?
Okay. So I would say the rate
on the high
is,
end.
you can characterize it as in the high end of neutral.
Boom.
You can characterize it as perhaps more
was a good call.
restrictive, even
Emp wrote the
modestly
fucking
restrictive.
speech.
He did. He wrote this wrong.
In that range
These
where
questions are
it's
obvious.
somewhere around the borderline between restrictive and not. Remember that a big part of the disinflation we're looking for is just the runoff of when tariffs are put into place. Of course, what they do is they raise prices to some extent, to the extent those prices are the tariffs are paid by consumers on a one-time basis. And we're waiting for that process. It takes 8, 9, 10, 11 months, a year to go through the system. And we're waiting for the tariffs, which were put in place over the course of the middle part and later last year. We're waiting for that to go through the system so that goods inflation will return closer to what it's always been. I mean, it used to be, for many, many years, it was negative. And then, the year before tariffs came in, it was 0. And it's running at like 2% now. So and so that's kind of goods inflation is running at 2%. So that's not coming from standard.
Dude, just hike the rates up.
Phillips
Hike them up
curve
to
restrictive,
20%. Mortgages will be
restrictive
30%.
policy.
No one will buy.
It's coming
no
from the runoff of a one-time thing. We also think it's important, though, to keep policy either mildly restrictive or close to that, but not too restrictive because of the weakness in the downside risk in the labor market. We are balancing these two goals in a situation where the risks to the labor
Inside
market
his
are
head,
to the
he's like,
downside, which would call for lower
duh,
rates, and
but
the
he
risks
has
to
to, like,
inflation are
actually
to the
say it out
upside,
loud,
which would
like,
call for higher rates or not
like,
cutting
actually.
anyway. So we're in a difficult situation, and we feel like our framework calls on us to balance the risks, and we feel like where we are now, which is kind of on that borderline, the higher borderline of restrictive versus not restrictive, we feel like that's the right place to be.
Can I ask about core non-housing services, though? Because there are some people who think that it hasn't come down very much, if at all, over the past year. If wage growth has come down, if the labor market has loosened, why has non-housing services inflation maybe been slower to follow?
That's a good question. It's frustrating. Labor non-housing services they basically moved sideways for a year. They're at the same level, and we do expect that they will come down. But it's a bunch of idiosyncratic things. But at the same time, that is one of the things we should be seeing, because to your point, the labor market is clearly not a source of inflationary pressures, and that should really matter for non-housing services. But we're not seeing progress there. So we do, what we expect for next year is continued, what we want to see for this year, rather, is continued progress on housing services, finally seeing that, the goods inflation come back down because the one-time
Oil's
pushing back up.
and then also
Yeah,
seeing
IWM's still
how
coming down, actually. It's had
non-housing services.
4 or
That's what we
5
like to see.
consecutive red candles in a
But it's,
row.
it's a good question why we didn't see much of that last year.
Edward.
Thanks, Chair Powell. Edward Lawrence with Fox Business. So in December, we saw employment numbers revised down to negative 17,000. January revised down. February posted a loss of 92,000. Is the employment side a far greater risk than the inflation side? Because we are seeing inflation, CPI is close to 2%. PCE has ticked down.
Color tie is he wearing?
It's really,
Purple.
I wouldn't
I knew
say
it.
that. I wouldn't say that that's clear at all.
I'm pretty sure he only has purple hats, Zach.
So you can point to the unemployment rate being stable, and in a world where both supply and demand for workers have come down very, very sharply over the course of the past year due to immigration policy largely, a ratio is going to be a better thing to look at than job creation, for example. So, and the ratio is the unemployment rate, and it's been stable since September. So that tells you that. You can we're at 3.0% core. inflation 2.8% headline. So we've been well above the 2%, that amount, whatever it is, 0.7,
concern?
0.8, or a full percentage point above 2% for some time.
Back in the SPX gap
And
here.
that's a concern. You know, we need to get back down to 2%.
He said that's a
We need to
concern.
keep focused on that, even though we do now face some new inflation from energy. So I'd be hard pressed to say that
SPX is about to hit that
obviously more at risk than the other.
50 level.
And if I may, what happens if there's no Federal Reserve chairman confirmed on May 15th? Would you stay on?
So if my successor is not confirmed by the end of my term as chair, I would serve as chair pro tem until he is confirmed. That is what the law calls for. That's what we've done on several occasions, including involving me, and it's what we're going to do in this situation. And while I'm at it, on the question whether I will leave while the investigation is ongoing, I have no intention of leaving the board until the investigation is well and truly over, with transparency and finality. And I would refer you to the statement that was in the Fed's brief that you all have seen, and I won't have anything more for you on that. On the question of whether I will then continue to serve as a governor
SPX is
after
right
my
at the
term
level.
ends and after the investigation is over, I have not made that decision yet, and I will make that decision based on what I think.
I think it's just got to go to the 200. Let's just go.
We serve. Figuring you probably were going to set the dominoes off.
I wanted it a little lower on NQ.
I'm not going to have any more to say on those issues.
I'll
by
give
the
a
way.
second chance.
Thank you very much. Claire Jones from the Financial Times. People have drawn quite a few historical parallels with the current situation. We've seen oil price shocks in the past. Some people have said the first Gulf War and the Fed's response to that, where there was a focus on the growth risks, is the right parallel. To what extent would you agree with that?
I'm going to try
We're in a
760s
different place
in
today.
the long for NQ.
Thank you.
We can just get back
You know,
down one more time.
it's really hard to say until we see the situation, the actual situation. In some circumstances, that might be the right case. In fact, for example, if we do see the kinds of disinflationary progress that we expect to see due to tariffs that I mentioned, I think it's hard to say, and it will depend to some extent on the size and duration of the effects we're seeing on prices, and it will depend a lot on what we can see in inflation
New
expectations.
lows, SPY, SPX,
I just want
96,650.
to follow up, if I may, just on the
Alright,
BLS
just got
report
filled up there.
that was mentioned briefly there. It doesn't seem from the projections or from the comments you've made today about the unemployment rate. And
I'll take that with you.
Your
I'll come grab
view
you
on
on
the
that.
labour market story, to a large part being a supply side story, has changed despite the quite negative number in February. Would that be the right take, and was there anyone else in the room who thought differently, and that the February jobs report was cause for concern?
So I think you have to take the two together. You know, in a way, the January report was a positive
60.
surprise, and the February report was a negative surprise. If you put them together, you get something in the middle, and I think you have to really, as you do, I'm sure, realize
SPX is almost
there
there.
was a strike and there was weather, and that's about 80,000
Full number on the
of
S
a
here.
negative effect total on the February report. Notwithstanding that, so what do you see if you take a step back overall? There are a number
Alright.
of indicators
I
that
wanna try
suggest
it here.
a degree of stability, but the thing
We
that
can
I
bounce.
think,
We got 50 seconds
good number of
left.
people on the committee are concerned about is just the very, very low level of job creation. If you adjust what has been the trend job creation over the past, let's say, 6 months, if you adjust that for what we think, our staff thinks,
You get
is
to
the
726.
overstatement due to overcounting, effectively there's zero net job
My
creation.
Q's
They
might
could
just go
just
straight to
try
the
and go to
bottom.
32.
Actually, that looks like
We
that's
could.
about what the economy needs in terms of dealing with very, very low, non-existent really, growth in the labor force, which of course we've never had in our history.
Next spot on Q is
So
like
we've got
596.55.
a zero
We
employment.
just have to
growth
wait till we get down
equilibrium.
there.
Now that's balance, okay, but you know, I would say it does have a feel of downside risk, and it's not kind of a really comfortable balance. So you know, we look at that, we see it, we get it, and I mean everybody understands the
Short
arithmetic,
gold.
and that's you can say the break even is zero, but nonetheless it's something we're watching carefully, and so and you know, are concerned about. But ultimately, though, you can argue that it's a consequence of deliberate policy, which is really the changes to immigration. That's the biggest factor there, and but nonetheless something we watch carefully.
Andrew.
Thanks, Chair Powell. The economy's experienced a series of supply shocks in the last few years, COVID, tariffs, 2 oil price shocks. Do you think that is bad luck, or has something changed in the world that makes supply shocks more common? And does the central bank need to start taking account of the risk of supply shocks as a more common problem?
You know, we did go through a long period where the shocks were all demand shocks. And, you know, so we've had a lot of practice thinking about in the last 4 or 5 years for sure. And it's just a very different thing and a much more difficult thing because it does immediately raise the question of.
I was about to fill the gap at like 663.
But, you know,
10.
has the world changed? I mean, COVID is a one-time thing, right? This energy supply shock is a one-time thing. It's not because of some broad tendency or anything, I don't think. And you know, the oil shock with Ukraine was also a consequence of.
I think we got to go a little lower first.
Action. So
I think so too.
I want to see like SPX like in the 30s, but then it's like you just go to the 200 and call it a day.
That paper and that speech. A number of times, a number of people have tried to make the case that is the case. And in fact, we have seen more supply shocks in the last 5 years than we've seen in many years before that. It's a fact.
Okay. You said last year that the Fed was reviewing its communication strategies, including the SEP, as part of its framework review. Whatever happened to that? And
we just go test that low at 23. I don't know.
I guess, you know, what would you change about Fed communications if you had the time? Thanks.
What happened about that was not much, and I'll tell you why. So, you know, we looked carefully at many aspects of the SEP and of our communications, and there weren't.
Jay Daddy.
Jay got rug.
He's buffering.
Any ideas that had very broad support.
He was just deep in thought.
You know, I wish we had been able to do some things, but you know, we
Covered half
Guys,
gold.
go back to the
Give it break.
Next year we'll
Get off
take
the
a look at it.
internet.
I'm sure he will.
We go to 730s.
Go back to the beach.
Bloomberg Television and Radio.
Get
the
off the
minutes showing
internet.
January, some members
saying,
of the
get off
committee
your-
wanted to include a two-sided
Using too much bandwidth. You guys should
Check
be
in
on
your
vacation.
fucking email and
Today, and given the rise in the
Enjoy your vacation. What are you doing?
expectations, how much support for a two-sided policy
streaming
warning
Netflix from
would
the
there be?
beach.
So it did come up today, the possibility rather that our next move might be an
Yeah, just
increase
let's
did
go to
come up at the
29.
meeting, as it did at the last
Let's go.
meeting. The vast majority of participants don't see
Probably
that
won't
as
get
their
in.
base
It'll probably
case.
Gold
And
low
of
a
course,
day,
they don't take
53.
things off the table.
Watching.
Come on, bring it down. A
You
little bit
correctly
lower.
characterized, you know, what was in the minutes that several participants indicated, and something very much like that conversation did happen. What was your second question, though?
I was just one question there, but follow-up would be, there are a lot of goods besides oil that are trapped in the strait right now, and a lot of supply chains getting snarled. How much concern do you have about whether, if this becomes an inflation problem beyond just oil, whether there's anything
Come
you
on,
would do
29.
about
Let's
it
go.
or would do about
NQ
it,
29.
given the efficacy of
29 can
monetary
do something for
policy?
me.
You know, you can worry about other commodities. You can worry about all of the ways that
Dude, Microsoft
oil
looks
commodities,
terrible.
oil-related commodities go into manufacturing and that kind of thing. The truth is, it's completely out of our hands, and we just, like everybody else, we have to just wait and see what happens, and it'll come down to how long, you know, the current situation lasts, and then what are the effects on prices, and then how do consumers react and that kind of thing. Really, we
All right, covered another
speculate
quarter
anyway.
gold,
There's
10 points.
Really not a lot we can do other than kind of watch and see.
Afternoon, Chair Powell. Maria Luisa Capurro with Bloomberg News. I wanted to ask you, you've said longer-term measures of inflation
Come on, dump it. A little bit lower.
reflect confidence
Go.
that
Hour,
Fed will
here's
get
your
back to
hourly
its
candle.
2% goal. But there are some colleagues of yours who have pointed
No,
to
not
higher
yet.
dispersion in household
Go down.
service,
Apple
and
below
service
250.
as well. So, and that they take as a signal that inflation expectations may be less sticky than in the past. I'm wondering if there was a discussion around that at this meeting across
Come
the
on, drill
committee, and
Drill
what
it.
were the views of what is the state of inflation expectations and the
All right,
risks
gold
of
just broke low of
from
day.
higher oil and gas
Trying to get
prices.
filled. Yep, there you go. 20-point gain.
At this
Covered
meeting,
down to the runners.
I mean, a number of people
Get to
mentioned
37.
and
Are they gonna
staff
not
briefed
get me there?
on short-term expectations having moved up quite a lot for reasons we understand well. But long-term expectations, you know, you,
No,
you can
don't
always
bounce
find
now.
one
One more.
that's troubling or some aspect of one that's troubling. But
Go to the
ultimately,
low.
right through this whole period, the overwhelming majority of the things we look to, including markets, including surveys of, you know, of the public and also of forecasters, they've all been pretty solid on longer-term inflation expectations being right where they need to be, consistent with 2%. So that continues to be the case. We didn't have a conversation about that. I think everyone does agree.
Jerome said transitory.
Watching those extremely carefully as we see
All these people at this pool right here, like right across the street on the roof.
from the conflict.
And still on how the discussion went across the committee, before coming to this meeting, there were some members who were like discussing
You
the
long
risks
this here?
of a slowdown in
Want
growth
it
at a time.
I'm
when
waiting for lower.
Inflation remains high. It really doesn't
think you
seem
can long like
that
20s,
most members
but-
are penciling in a slowdown in growth.
No.
But has there been any discussion of the risks of stagflation? at
Waiting
this
for
point?
underneath
People actually
596.55
wrote
on
up
Qs.
growth forecast by a tenth, and I
Come on
think that's
down.
probably to do with just growing confidence in productivity.
Look down here. Come on.
But so, sorry, and your second question was just
Do it.
If there have been
Hold it,
any
isn't it?
discussions about the risk of stagflation,
stagflation.
scenario.
Yeah, so as I mentioned, there is tension between the two.
I'm officially $200 out of the money both ways on the SPX Iron Condor right here, and it is slightly green still.
In a different situation. You know,
I'm
when
gonna
we
put
use the
another one
term
on.
stagflation, I always have to point out
Stagflation's a big term here.
that was a 1970s term at a time when unemployment was in double figures and inflation was really high and the misery index was super high. Add them together.
Well, that's positive. He's saying that it's not the
And
case.
that's not the case right now.
Right.
We actually have unemployment really close to.
Bro, am I just like picking out words he's gonna say?
And we have inflation that's, you know.
You're like 3 for 3 right now.
So
Because we need to
inflation,
blow off
it's
bottom.
not, you know, I would reserve the term stagflation for, you know, a much more serious set of circumstances. That is not the situation we're in. What we have is some tension.
Even though
That's
the
close.
movement's been
And we're
down,
trying to manage our way
he's
through
fairly,
it.
Well,
he's been
it's
fairly
a
constructive.
situation,
about
but it's
his
nothing like
comments.
what they faced in the 1970s, and that's, I reserve stagflation for that, the word for that period. Maybe that's just.
Stagflation!
Let the pool know.
Dude, I gotta let the pool know.
Elizabeth Schulze with
Hey, I'm
ABC's.
green!
President Trump says that
Ah, don't bounce it here.
I know. I just bought it and I got long.
I need this bounce. I
I
need it.
don't have a forecast.
I was trying to get in the 30s. I had limits down there, but I didn't get them.
As you know,
I'ma short
prices
this
for
thing
years.
back
They've
down.
seen an almost
Fuck
$1
this.
increase in gas. How worried are you about households, especially lower
Come
income
on.
families, being able to afford those price hikes? And should people be bracing for higher costs, including for food now?
We don't know how big these effects are going to be, and I don't want to characterize them in any way. Of course, people are already seeing gas prices.
Come on, bounce it more. I've got trims in at 780 and 785, 795.
785 is where my level is. I go short.
Speculate about what that might mean because honestly, that would sound
Basically
like
all the
I
way
have
up to
some
the
idea
9 I've got
what's actually
trims.
going to happen, and
Pretty
I don't
high.
think anybody really does. We're going to see how this works out, and I just.
All right,
worry
first
about
trim hit.
Nice.
Come on, second trim hit.
Hi,
All
Victoria
right,
Guido with
I'm
Politico.
about. I gotta go short
I
right
just wanted to
here.
ask, for purposes of the next meeting, you know,
Come on,
how
come on.
the Middle East war develops between now and then, how are you thinking about what might guide action at your next meeting? I mean, if
Everybody's
we
curious, I have
have
my
oil
laptop
prices,
plugged
you
into the
know,
TV over here.
above $100 a barrel the entire time until the next meeting, is that going to
Come
change your
on.
wait and see stance? Like, what
Wait, your
would
trade is on the
motivate
TV?
you all to move, or is
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Hell yeah.
indefinitely?
My top stuff on the
We'll have
TV.
to wait and see.
Like I have the HDMI plugged into the TV.
You know, we always say we're going to learn more by the next meeting, and usually we do, but in this case,
Well,
we're
we
going to
get
learn
one
a
more
lot
trim.
because we're going to learn 6 weeks to the day till the next meeting.
Oh no.
Fuck.
Buffer.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Get off the internet!
Rage, fucking rage. That's bullshit.
We'll see whether what happens is it's going to be very.
What happened? We're
It's
going up
very uncertain.
on a
and
Tuesday?
I just want to just remember that we don't.
Oh man, it printed a buy signal. I'm not buying this
We're
thing.
going to see.
So is it a matter of you don't know how the
What,
situation
SPX want to go
itself is
back
going
and
to
test
evolve,
6660?
or even if things remain as they are, the economy could still remain
Come on, come
relatively
on,
durable
come on.
in face of them?
Yeah,
94.
that's true too. No, I mean, the U.S. economy has just, made it's been strong through
Go back to 10.
a whole bunch of challenges. I mean, if you go back to 2023 when we raised rates a lot in 22 and 23, and close to 100% of
What's
economists
oil
called
doing?
for a recession. It just didn't
Backing
happen.
up.
In fact, 2023 was a really strong year.
I
So,
can't believe they didn't let us get in down there.
There's your 5-minute 9.
Just doing pretty well through a lot of significant challenges over the past few years. It's been amazing to
What's
see.
the 1 hour candle look
And
like?
I don't know what's going to
Wild.
happen in the next intermeeting cycle, and I don't know what's going to happen in the Middle East. I wouldn't want to speculate.
God, you know what? You just gotta start legging into these. I can't believe we can get there.
Hi, Chair Powell. Thanks for taking our questions.
I had another one right there,
Are
800.
you so certain that
You long?
tariff-related price
I'm short.
increases will
Oh.
be a one-time
That's
event?
it.
I don't think we've seen you since
Code
the
Wolf!
Supreme Court tariff decision.
I'll use code WolfX again if I blow the eval.
None of us know what the extent of the tariff shock will be as the administration
There
moves.
it is. I'm shorting the back
to replace
test
some of
right
the
here.
Tariffs that were overturned. So I suppose I'm curious, what would make you question this certainty that tariffs are going to be a one-time price effect?
Give me a short 3-minute
I
EMA.
would not at all
Yes,
use the word
sir.
certain about my views on that. I'm not certain. I'm uncertain. But just if you think about what it is, it's a one-time
Come on.
increase in the price of a good, right? And what inflation is ongoing.
Covered,
increases this year,
covered.
next year,
All
the
right,
year
come
after.
on.
That's
Give
what
me more.
inflation is. It's not a one-time price increase. There's a
Yeah, yeah.
big difference. The public doesn't really focus on that, but that's the difference. And tariffs.
What do they
should
focus
be,
on, Jerome? Please
in
tell me.
theory, unless they cause people to start expecting still more tariffs
You
the
want
next year,
more
and
than
still more
this.
tariffs the next year. They should be a classic one-time thing. People say the same thing traditionally about an energy price spike.
Jerome, would you say you're a classic
They
man?
come back down, and by the time monetary policy would react, you would. It would be over. So I don't have tons of confidence on that. I mean, I think that the theory is probably right, but as
Was it a
usual,
reverse Drizzy?
the
Come
time
on.
it takes to get all the way through the economy is just very uncertain. And we found that coming out of COVID, that the inflation
Do
is
something
pretty
fun.
low.
Ah,
For the
no,
reasons we thought
no,
it
no.
would.
Yeah,
But it took 10
buddy.
years longer than we thought.
I
No.
think we're going higher.
So
Fuck
I
no.
think we have to be humble about
Make
knowing
that
what
low,
it's
man.
going to take for tariffs to go all the way through the
I'm not going to let it go
economy.
back
And so
above
what we've been doing
800.
is our staff's been doing. It's very interesting. They started off with just an estimate because there wasn't a real history, and
This
then they
back
built
test has to
based
give
on the
more than
history
just
that they're
like
seeing
20,
of tariffs
25
coming through
points.
into prices.
I think
They
1575
can now
is going to
have
be
an
a
arc,
spot.
and for all the tariffs, they can say, well, so we have,
Tessie
I
is
think,
getting a nice bounce off the
slightly more
zone, though.
confidence that
That
we will
was
see
a long
tariff
spot.
inflation
You
coming
guys know
down,
what you
not
guys know about
prices,
Zone
but
6?
You won't see further increases, and we should start seeing that more and more in the middle parts of the year. We do expect that. You're also right, though, that the level of tariffs
going
came
on
down
outside?
fairly meaningfully in the wake of the
La Flag.
in the wake
Gucci
of the
Man La
court
Flag.
decision. But the administration
Gucci
said
Man
they're
La
going
Flag.
to move they're going to get
Come
that
on.
right back up to where it was. So, and we assume that
25
they'll do
points
that over
again.
time.
Come on.
So,
Oh, Jesus. Look at this.
Here we go.
Look at that. Whoa, look at this candle.
Hi, thank you. Chris Ruge, Associated Press.
Are we going higher? I think we're going higher.
No.
Of the SCP
Not yet.
in this environment. I
Take it back to 850.
Give me a new low of day, QQQ first.
Before transition. Is there still some
Oh, IWM printed a freaking reversal off that low. That was a long.
This guy sounds like Marco Rubio.
on for the rest of the year
Doesn't
and
he?
beyond? And does that even handicap your successor in any way?
Don't talk about my
Just in terms
successor.
of having a whole committee expressing its views, is that something that locks them in for the rest of the year?
65, 65,
No, the
66.
SCP is never people are more than happy to change their SEP dots. They're no way bound by them. You know, it's your opinion at a moment in time, which can change based on events and sometimes
Is that a jet?
it never locks people in. You know, people are more than happy to be proven wrong in either direction.
Here's the spot again. Come on, there it is. Break through it. A little bit lower. Go, 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 go.
Yeah,
go,
here
go,
we go.
This was, I mentioned
Come
this was a time
on.
when it's very
Feel
hard
it.
to do it.
Oh, by 2 fucking points.
One meeting off, I think. But
Yeah.
we like to do that just because it's hard
Come on.
to do. We should
Fill
just
the
keep
order.
going in. But I just would say for this one, though, I think it's more.
You gotta go
even
test
more than
23.
usual good to take the
SCS.
because subject
They're
to
edging it.
just
Go.
very high levels of uncertainty.
There it is. Covered. 65. Gosh. All right.
there.
All right. Stop at entry now. It doesn't go red. Let's see if we can continue, though.
Of this conversation that you're well aware of the history.
Beautiful
of
back
inflation
test.
above target.
SPX and
It
Qs.
seems like that might be what's underpinning the affordability problem that we're hearing a lot about on Main Street. Are there any signs?
Come on. Reverse Drizzy all the way back down. Come on. All the way back
Covered
down.
Especially given that
There you go, Maple.
yes, excuse me.
economic activity.
I'm long on
I'm
20
not
now.
sure
I'm long on
what's-
20s.
What that's all about, but I'll
We
tell
get
you what
there.
I think and what we see in surveys, and that
We
is
go any lower than this, so I can stop that
because
rest.
there were big price increases.
Come on. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
all
yeah.
around the world, by the way, everywhere in countries like the United States had basically the same kind of thing. It was a global inflation coming out of the pandemic.
Come on. Give me the
People are
50.
feeling
Give me the
like
50.
real wages have been going up in the United States.
Reverse
for 3 years,
Drizzy.
roughly. But people are not feeling they're not feeling good about it yet, and it will take some years.
I feel good
of
about it,
positive,
Jerome.
real earning gains.
Feel really good,
for
Jerome.
people to feel good again. We think.
Jerome.
But you're right.
Oh.
But when you talk to people, they do feel squeezed, and there are areas where prices are still going up, like insurance. Various different kinds of insurance are getting more and more expensive, and that's
Well,
just
Jerome, step in.
catching
Hit him
up
with the rate hike.
from inflationary pressures that take a while to get to the price.
Put
into the
Fed
price.
funds at 35%.
So
There'll be
we
no
take
more
it very
inflation, I
seriously, and
promise.
We don't dismiss it at all. It's a very real thing from the standpoint of what people are experiencing, and what it does for us is, makes us even
Oh, come
susceptible
on.
to getting inflation back to 2%.
Freaking edged
on a
it
sustained
again.
basis.
Come on. Take out the other one.
Independence play into the ability to address affordability.
Well, independence is what allows us to do our jobs.
2.5 fucking
Half of
points.
our mandate. It's one of our 2 mandates. The maximum employment being the other. I mean, look at
750.
every advanced economy that looks anything like the United States, anywhere in the world, in a
Oh,
market economy, in a democracy, and you'll
Does 729 hold?
pretty much.
No.
Central
You
bank
just
independence
knife through
looks
it?
a lot like, in some cases, stronger than what we have. But it's critical that we have that so that
Spy
we can
fill
do
it?
the things.
No, Spy
we need
missed
to
the
do
cat
them
fill.
to
I
preserve
think I
price
got a
stability.
volume.
And it's
High volume
accepted
node here.
standard
Yeah, I do.
practice, and I think it has
6703
a lot of
on the
support,
daily
certainly
chart
in Congress,
on
which is
ES.
where our oversight is in Congress. And you see that among Democrats and Republicans in the House and the Senate.
Hi, Chair Powell. Richard Escobedo at CBS News. Thanks
Yeah,
for
there's a
doing
high
this.
volume node right here on the daily.
2 questions. One,
Right at
how high would oil
6703.
prices and broader inflation have to go, and for how long for the committee to consider hiking rates?
Hold the
And
line.
Secondly, diesel prices are rising faster than gas prices. How concerned are you that the increase in diesel might drive up food and goods prices
diesel,
and lead
by the
to
way.
broader
Diesel.
inflation?
Yeah, I'm not going to give you an example or specific answer on the first question. We're prepared to do what needs to be done, but I wouldn't want to
Put a stop in at 784.
That might be. In terms of diesel prices.
Prices.
So your question
That's a new
there
one.
is, are we concerned about it? I mean,
How concerned and whether or not it will drive up, the cost of food and other goods that really rely on it to.
So I think it's a more general concern than that. It's diesel prices because that's transportation of food and things like that. There are just lots of ways that oil and derivatives of oil get into the production and transportation.
Dude, we'll
of
just start
many
walking.
things.
Have people walk
and
the food
those-
around the country. We don't need to
big
drive.
effects in headline inflation, but things like that leak into core
Horse and buggy.
as well. And the
Next
the
candle,
effects may
red,
be-
down,
but
break the
they're quite
low.
real, and they're material.
Go.
So we are aware of that, and we're watching it. But we're at
Go.
the beginning of this, and
I think we're gonna get
we don't know
stuck
how
here.
big we just don't know how big this will be and how long it lasts. It may or may not be something that really makes a big imprint on the U.S. economy. We're just going to have to wait and see. Thank you.
Jerome, I've been waiting, brother. Been waiting a long time.
Come on, 750, fill me.
Thanks very much.
Come on.
Just to sort of stare into the future for a little bit, I was looking at the longer run bits of the SEP. I noticed that the growth estimate had been revised up a good chunk from 1.8 to 2, and the kind of long-term Fed funds rate as well. It'd be great just to hear, is that AI productivity or what's going on there exactly?
Yeah, I think it's just productivity. You know, we actually started seeing meaningfully higher productivity some years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, and that's not because of generative AI.
What is the 6650 level? Is there something here?
Due to, but it could be due to the kind of things that people did during the pandemic to economize and somehow become more productive because there was an incredible labor shortage.
The spot we bounced off of QQQ was pre-market lows from yesterday.
Forecasters are very skeptical of
It's around 597. That's
periods of high
about the only thing I have on the chart in this area.
And for many of us, I never thought I'd see this many years of really high productivity and expect it to continue.
Come on.
Also down exactly
really started to see
Come on, fill
the
it.
effect of generative AI, and that should certainly contribute to that. So it's quite unusual, and it's this is the is the thing that allows incomes to rise over time.
There it is. All right,
So
there it
it's
is.
Was that your question?
All right, come on.
They're gonna take us down to 20.
I know. Come on. Yes. Break the low. Go hit the zone. I'll flip it and reverse it down there.
That should also weigh down inflation over time, maybe then kind of pull down where rates end up. Do you kind of
50 points.
Don't pull on me on nothing,
how do you
brother.
think about where the rates?
I think you have to be cautious about that, in particular if you're talking about AI, about generative AI. So
New love
in the short
day.
term,
Come on.
What's happening is
I think
we're
I want-
building data centers everywhere, and that's actually putting pressure on
Not
It's
yet.
not a good
Not yet.
spot
all
though.
kinds of goods and services that go into building these.
596.50 area
Probably
on
pushing
Qs.
inflation up at the margin. In addition, it probably raises the neutral rate. So in the near term, you're not looking at something that would immediately call for lower rates or
Yesterday's-
lowering inflation.
No.
Over time, though, sure, it can be if it's expanding potential output, which is
I have
productivity,
1
high
NQ left.
then
Gonna
it
move a
actually
stop.
can be.
More
But I
in
think it's an
profit.
empirical question because it's really what is the demand growing faster or slower than the supply side, and I think we just don't know that.
Fill
that
the
answer
gap.
ex
20
ante
points.
going
Let's go.
in. We'll just have to wait and see. Thank you very much.
Oh, tell me not to go long. He's done.
Usually, right when he finishes, something crazy happens in the market.
Do we long it?
No, come on. Rug it first. Rug. New
Right to
lows.
23. I want to rug it to 23 SPX.
Rug
It's
it.
interesting. All the indexes are down about the same, about 1.1%. Minus the Russell. I take that back.
Come on, SPY. Just go fill your gap.
Well, yields are moving higher across the whole curve. They really want to just wrecking ball to inflation. They're going to take it.
Come on, party's over. Shorts. Take it back up.
No, not yet. No. I have 1 contract left. One more
Yeah,
lower
absolutely.
low.
Long yields are just ripping.
Oil looks like a bull flag that's about to break out.
Honestly, I want to short the Russell.
I'm definitely not making $9,000 on this account before market closes. We will probably get halfway there, though, so not bad. Come on, baby. New low of day. Let's go. Do it.
Yeah, I think they want.
I'm going to add into the short. Go. Go.
There it
Fuck
is.
yeah.
Here we go. Scaled 8 points. ES.
Yeah. All right. All right. All out on the short.
Well, you might as well fall apart, fill it. You might as well fill the gap now.
Yep.
It's the only other way I can long. Or if it's back over like 760s.
Come on. Fill the gap. Fill the gap.
Gap the fill.
You think SPX will fill the whole gap before close?
Yes.
It's only 10 more points.
Yeah. Dude, if it fills the whole gap after I just closed it right here, I'll be so sad. All right, SPY. There it is. SPY just filled it. And Q's is coming down to the zone.
Come on. Get down here.
Man, I could have gotten an extra 10 points. Look at this. Ah! All right, we're getting into the spot. This is where I want to long, potentially.
Yep.
All right, flip it and reverse it, Missy Elliott style. Let's go.
We need SPX to come a little lower.
Yeah, SPX didn't get there yet.
Oh, no. Yeah, this is... I'm looking for before probably SPX fills the gap.
I was just going for the wrong gap fill this morning, that's all. Sure would have been so much easier if they would have filled that one first before they did this. But... Oh, well.
It's long like 10 NQs right here.
Good against this 29.
There it is. Oh, come on. Flip it green. Go.
I don't have anything right here. Go lower.
I do on Qs. We just entered into the zone. There it is. Ooh, come on, flip it green. Oh, yes, yes.
That was the extension of the IB, basically.
All right, come on. 20 points. We want more than that. All right, I'm going to put a stop in at 25. Hey. Let's go.
Let's go down here.
Don't take out the rest. Don't take out the rest. Give me more. Give me more. Like this.
Come on, SPX. Just drop it 10 points. That's what we need.
No. All right. Took me out the rest. Let it continue. There it goes.
Yeah,
no, there it goes.
Fall apart. Fall apart.
There's the bottom of the zone. I'm about to fucking do it again.
Oh, not right here. 5 more.
Nah, I'm about to hit it.
This is a previous low, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is from March the 9th. This is that low.
I mean, Q's has a gap to fill if it gets under 595.8.
Q's is in a big fat gap fill right here. Come on, SPX, do it.
You're so close. Just drill it.
There we go. Come on, come on, come on.
This is the 0.5 extension of the IB range.
Come on, baby. Come on. Give me a little bit more.
Drill it one time.
No. I'm just looking for a pop-up. So this is my last trade if it can pop this up. Otherwise I'll have to try again lower.
30 minutes left.
I think you get a bounce on if we get the gap fill. We only need 4 points lower, 5 points.
That'll be the next spot that I try if it takes out this spot here.
We need like 5, 6 points lower. Come on. Come on down. Come on down right here. Oh, they just can't. Just push it. Watch them just stuff it right here and stop it. Looking for like 84.25 ES. Come on, you're almost there. Flash it. Flash in the pan. No, they're not going to do it, are they?
Either fucking do it or bounce it up real quick so I can cover this thing. Or sell this thing. Come on. Hurry up. Decide.
Just take us to the promised land. Let's go. Fill the gap. Here, we're coming in. Come on.
I wish some of those like just aggressive, like low tick type things.
Wow.
SPX almost there.
Come with us.
Oh, look at that flag on oil. Look at it. Ow.
Like the short oil at like 97.09. Full port. I'm going to do it.
Come on, SPX, do it.
Go. Why are you taking so long?
This is painful. Push it down there.
Like, why is it even a fight right now?
We'll get filled on some.
This was the low, like a weekly low from March 9th. This is this low right here. Or it's not a weekly, it's a daily.
I feel like they're just going to springboard it out of here. I don't know, maybe not.
I hope so. Just go.
I want to see ES go to 32, and then we can try for that bounce.
I want to see SPX fill the gap and NQ sweep under 700 and then go right back.
2-year yields are just spiking.
Dollars ripping.
Yeah, look at 2-year yields are on fire. 375 down the 2-year. 10-year is now trading 426 as well. Yields are at the highs of the session. Not ideal for Jerome.
They're holding the bottom of the QQQ zone.
Gold's probably going to break down here if yields keep pushing.
Oh, don't bounce.
I know. It's going to do it too. Stupid.
Why do I have? There it is. There's the bounce off the zone on Qs. I mean, if it bounces back up to like 597, just short this thing back down and then go fill this gap and then try the long off there.
Do something. I don't know. It seems so late in the day. It's almost like
This is an SR flip zone from Monday, March 9th, and then it was retested to close on Thursday, March 12th. That's the only reason why I have this zone right here on Qs. So it's nothing significant. It's a small zone.
The gap fill just makes sense. I feel like gold's about to get rugged even further.
We do anything yet? No.
No.
Big shout out to the chat though, chilling with us. Where's the gap fill on SPX? 632. We did hit a ninth that low. Yeah, we're overextended.
I was trying to print a buy signal off this thing. Don't you fucking do it. There you go. Yeah, don't do it. No buy. There you go. Yeah, come on. Slam her down.
Ain't the same no more. Used to be fun, now it's just a bore. It used to be fun. We were ruining our pants, making big plans.
This is KC honky tonk.
Go, go, KC, yeah, go on now, KC.
There you go.
I like it.
Hey, the song helped us go back down.
Come on, shoot this thing up. Or something. Or down.
I don't know. This isn't good here. This isn't good that it's not like it's just sitting here, closing near the lows of the day. Ugh.
Yeah, I think we see 650 soon, Frank. You know, daily EMA rejection. We need extreme fear on fear and greed still. I think under that daily 200, we could build a base.
Dude, if they could go touch that daily 200 right now, that'd be sick.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Get it over with.
Yeah, I think they tag that 23 low and overshoot it. That's what they should do. 'Cause what do you got? What's the 215?
Oh, no.
I know. It's like they want to bounce it. I think it's NQ's a problem. You got that low at 29, I think, might hold. That swing low. Was it the Globex low, I think?
It just wigged into this low and it's just...
It's yesterday's Globex low.
God, look at that. Right off the freaking cues. You took too long on the initial one. Now you're going to do
So we're on 20 on fear and greed, Colin says. I'm really looking for dip ads under 10. If you look at the last time we interacted with the daily 200 EMA, that was last year in March. They swept it and then they dumped on those initial buyers. And I want to buy those initial buyer stops well under the 200 EMA. So I'm looking again 650, 640s area on SPY and you know wherever else that correlates on your other Mag 7s.
Come on, rip us down there. If we're going to go, let's go right to 32. Fill the gap. Fill the gap. Fill the gap. They might just ram it right through there, though.
It's just there's nothing's happening here.
I think NQ wants to pop now.
right off the fucking zone. Look at this.
Yeah, there you go.
Here, hey. I'll tag you in the Discord, Will. Look. I have this stupid little zone right there. Look at it.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah.
God. And then look at the gap fill right below that big gray box.
Yeah, I know.
They're defending this little zone before the gap. I'm freaking thinking about reshorting this thing right here.
Back to the gap fill. Probably. I mean, you could.
Yeah, Yeah, let's go. Come on. Fuki man. Come on.
I'm just looking at that low from the low on NQ from at 729, which is yesterday's low in the futures. But NDX really doesn't have any. I mean, really have much here.
All right, come on. Step back into that zone. Close underneath of it. Come on. There you go. Come on.
NDX is
accepted.
Another 50 points down.
Yeah, NDX has got to go, right.
Accept your fate.
Come on, do it.
Fucking do it, man.
Dude, they're struggling to get the SPX down here. Like they can't.
They can't break it down. It's not bouncing. There's like no enthusiasm on either side, which doesn't make me want to trade it.
No. If anything, I'd like to play for that 23 low. Oh, you do. You know what? I just realized. What's that low at 36 you got? That's why we're held up.
That's
from,
what I was saying. From March 9th.
Yeah, I didn't
That's
even
what I
see
was
it. Yeah.
It's this daily right here.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
All right, 15-point gain, ES, cover down to runners.
If you look left, it's in the spot right here. Back in November, this was a low as well.
Yep. You're right.
Yeah, and then this right here.
Come on. Go hit the bottom of the zone. Cover. There it is. Covered. Nice. All right. Now can we crack it and go fill? Come on. All right. Equal low test.
Go.
Fucking do it. Gosh dang.
Just stuck.
It's just to fill it already. Ah. Oh my god.
Do we just go straight to 23 in SPX?
There, go. Yes. All right.
Fill the gaps 32, yeah?
Gosh.
Yeah.
New low. SPX by ES. There you go. There you go. There we go, baby. All right.
Hughes is hanging in while this does this too.
New low, bottom of the zone. Now let's see what we do here.
Now you get scared that they're just gonna go fly straight through it.
And just go head for the next gap that's actually below it.
Yeah, just start just like actually just crush.
Crush it to 23. We should just go straight to that low. This should not hold. They should drill it another 10 points.
Fuck it, I'm a long oil.
Oh, no. I got long on somewhere.
All right, SPX, you're like $1 away. Just do it. Do it.
Dude, don't.
Oh my god. 1 point away?
Yeah. Yep. I have the smallest little gray box. Here, new candle just opened. Instantly open, red fill, flip reverse it. Come on. Let's do it. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay! New low. It almost filled completely.
Dude.
40 cents? Who the fuck is at my front door at a time like this?
Come on. I hope it just flushes hard into this.
Flush it another 10 points.
There it is. Gap closed. There you go. Gap closed. Yay.
All right.
Now Q is about to enter into its gap. That would be wild.
That's what I'm scared of.
All right, SPY gap fill, SPX gap fill. There's another one down there at 66.2324. Q's is right underneath this area here. It starts at 595.80.
I'm about to start buying.
Oh, look at oil. There we go. And there's gap fill test on Q's. Oh! Long.
I just bought a little bit.
Oh, I didn't buy a little bit. We're full port, baby. All right, come on. What can we do here? Come on. Hold the line. How much time do we have? We have 18 minutes left.
Tag me at 81, 82.
Support levels on SPY, 661.72 and 661.15.
Yes, I'm all out.
Come on. Don't
There we go.
Here, yes.
Yes, bounce it here. Reverse this thing. Full Missy Elliott into the close here. Let's do it. I know. Come on. Reclaim 700. Give me 710, and then just.
Yeah, I don't know. The only thing I don't like is we're so late in the day.
Yeah, you got MOC coming too.
Like it can almost like just fall apart into the end of the day.
Go right
Yeah,
to
the
the
levels-
200.
The low from last Friday's session, that's down there on SPY. That's where that next zone is. It looks like it wants to go for it first.
What you have to think about here is a bunch of people are looking, going, okay, we're going to touch the 200-day. I'm not buying here. So why would anybody buy right here?
Right.
Oil, here we go. Nice pop.
I have the 680 right here, 682. Below this, it's like 640s, 645.
Come on, ES. Take us to 23. You should get a bounce at 23.
Oh, here it is. 661.72 SPY. All right, I added long.
Yeah, my average is at 691.
Yep. Added long right here. I also have a contract left on oil too, so it's kind of nice. Gonna move a stop on oil to 94. Big breakout candle here off that flag.
Yes, it's going to get down there. I think. 77.
See, you can't do this on the funded. They won't let you. That's why it's fun to do it more on the eval. Oh, we're not passing the eval today. There's no way I'm hitting 9,000. No way. No fucking way.
Or would have failed.
Defend.
Come on down. You're so close.
Who the hell's buying this right here?
What spot are you looking for on
that low? 23.24 on SPX.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
3.4 points lower.
That's where the next gap starts.
There's also a pivot point right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, you gotta start looking for longs down here. This is insane.
I'm just worried that nobody's gonna touch this until we interact with that
The 200 day. Yeah, I agree. That's very possible. That is very, very possible.
Dude, the SPX Iron Condor has been up 10% this whole time, regardless of this entire move. This is awesome.
Come on, you're so close. Just go there. I don't have time for this. It might just shoot right through it. Very possible.
We got, what, 4 minutes? 3 minutes now?
Oh, no.
Until MOC?
Come on, touch the 200 day then, if you're gonna do it.
Oh, here it is. $2 away on SPX.
Oh my gosh. No, don't do it. Don't wick me. I'm throwing a starter in right here.
For what, long?
Yeah. Just for scalp, though. I'm just going to see if it'll hold this. If it holds it, I'm going to scalp it. But
Yeah, I'm just looking for the scalp long into the close off this area. Come on.
I think everybody's thinking the 200 day, but watch it just not get there.
Yeah, just stop right here.
Yeah, and they just stuff them right here at this low. Maybe.
Because if you're short, you're just going to front run your exit right here. I don't know who's buying
Exactly.
here. But the shorts are going to be, this is full target.
Right, exactly.
You hit that previous daily low, previous weekly low.
You should start seeing some handoff here.
Come on. Come on. Lift it.
Take us to the promised land. I got ES long from 78 quarter.
I have way too many NQ contracts.
That's what she said.
Well, not really. It's under 10, so that's not bad.
You're going to make me trim.
You're going to make me
I'm going to be a trimmer. They call me trim, chiroo. Or they just rug it and they knife all the way down.
It sounds like I'm in the Middle East.
There we go. Flip it green, SPX, right off the freaking level. That. And then let MOC come out and just...
Come on, let's get a little floater higher. A little topper.
What if MOC just slows us down 50 points right here?
That would be bad. I hope it shoots us up 50 points.
Hey, ES got a nice green candle so far. Q's is still red, but... Let's go oil. Oh,
Come
actually,
on, give us something strong.
Here, oil, you can pull back now. And then you can let SPY and NQ go higher. What we got? 10 seconds.
Come on, buy side.
Yeah, who wants to...
Need some buy side.
Who's buying this shit?
Come on, shoot it up, shoot it up.
Oh, weird candle. What we got?
Look at this buy side. Nothing.
Broadcom is a buy side, actually. Cisco buy side. That's like the only two Technic's on here.
Come on.
Yeah,
I can
we-
break through 700. I'll be able to cover some.
I hate when you're in a position and your like cost basis all of a sudden turns into resistance instead.
Isn't that the worst, dude?
Like, no, we gotta go back through. Like,
My cost basis is right here.
yeah, mine's right
Come
here.
on.
691. I just want the MA9 to trim a bunch and then.
Look, see? Resistance. Look, it just hit it. Resistance.
I know it's rejecting my cost basis.
They're gonna smoke it right into the 200 at the close. What do you want to bet? They just
Well, like,
drill it.
hopefully they do that on the last, like, this 5-minute candle, they go up, collect some more sellers, and then get down there.
Yeah, hit them with the 5-minute 9, and then rug them.
I'm hovering over the break-even button, so if this, like, pops up into my trims, I can just hit the break-even in case it comes back down here. I don't like this trade anymore.
Come on, shoot it up there.
Uh-oh.
Nah, I don't think they're going to.
This guy is...
Q's is weaker. SPX
Yeah, Q's
is still above the candle from where the other one closed at. Q's is weaker. Q's underneath that shit.
Look at this 670 level. Look at that on NQ. It's just like, oh.
No, it's gonna die. I feel like I don't know.
Oil's coming up into the resistance around like 94.50.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna go lower. I think. Are they gonna? What are we doing?
Nah, we're gonna rip it. Rip it.
I don't think so.
Do something.
It looks like a sick pig.
Amazon just hit a daily trend line.
Like they need a big stick if they're gonna stick it, or this is gonna fall apart.
This is a disgusting close right now. Disgusting.
Yeah, this is not what you want to see if you're a long.
No. This morning, I'll tell you what. Unbelievable fucking short. What was that? Oh my God. 750 this morning is when I was like,
Nobody is touching this stupid thing.
no.
Might see some movement once market closes later
Nothing
on.
good
See.
happened today anywhere, news-wise. So it's bleh.
Some American airline puts coming in, some 1050s.
Yeah, they just took off.
Hey. For 327 expiration, cheap contract. Someone bought about 200,000 for 32 cents. About 4,800 contracts. Is that right?
Rocket Lab did a secondary. I am buying. I bought 2 this morning. I just bought 10 contracts right here. That where did I buy them? Next a week from Friday's 80s at
50 seconds, this thing may flash down.
On the bright side, Hood is back at 75, and I'm short that. So
yeah 94 cents. I bought 10 contracts of March 27th, 80 calls. Rocket Lab.
oh, MU has earnings.
Yeah, MU earnings.
That'll be a decent mover after the close.
They're gonna end up shooting this higher.
Maybe after the close.
Right here.
Oh, there's the
Market close.
No, 5 minutes.
5 more minutes.
oil's just
Oh,
been.
there's 5
running
more
up.
minutes. As Sim would say, we have plenty of time.
Here it comes. Here comes the 200.
Yep,
They
they're
touch
gonna
the
throw it.
200 day and leave a bottom, just a little tiny bottom tail in the market. That'd be nuts.
Slam it. You gotta go. 10 points fast.
Pan W 175 calls coming in for March 19, $2.3 million.
Better believe I'm trying to buy it down there. Don't close it here. It's like it's too close.
Oh,
You're gonna
yes.
close
Come on.
it-
I just want to get out of this.
I know.
Nice work on Hood. Hey, yay. Nice. Nice work. I'm swanging still. Hey, SPX Iron Condor is up 15%. Ooh.
All right, smash it. Fucking stupid. This isn't what the market was looking for.
Yeah, this is like we're not letting you out. If you're long,
Nope.
you're stuck.
Right, yeah.
You got to sell it.
Sell the whole.
It's only there's only people covering, in my opinion. There's nobody buying, except for my dumbass.
It's all right.
And I don't think there's any shorts. I think the shorts covered into last night, and I don't think there's any new shorts. I think it's just fucking
Come on, 200 day.
We could have
There you
two
go.
ugly days. Tomorrow could be ugly.
Yes, it could. You're right. Because now,
Plus the expansion into starting to fuck with Iran's gas and petroleum systems.
yeah,
That's when the country, Iran completely comes apart, and they just have to freaking annihilate it.
Damn, close
Not
at the
people,
lows.
but the systems. And then you have starving people. It's not a good scene.
no, not a good scene at all.
It's not going well. Yeah. There's no fourth. Oh, look at this lows. Yep.
Ship it down there.
Oil just hit 94.50.
Boom.
There you go. Flash it. Let's go.
Holy drizzy. Reverse drizzy.
Drill this thing. Come on, right into the 200. You only got to go 8 points. Slap it. They're going to do it.
What your mama gave you.
Or they're going to hold 23. That's
Ooh, MU knife candle right before the close.
They're going to hold this stupid low. What they're going to do. This 24, 23.
Is that Walmart? Oh. Walmart reverse drizzy.
I think SPX is going to trade at 610 or 6600 tomorrow. We'll see. Look at
Should.
this. Oh. Blech.
Spine Qs are both down 1.4% right now.
Go.
That 3 o'clock rally we had.
Here they go. They're going to go for the 200 right now. Go for it. Hammer it. Come on. Don't be short like 4 points.
Goes, making new lows.
Come on. Reach. Don't tell me they're going to come up like 6 points short.
Yeah, I'm about to add right here long.
They're going to hold the 24. They're going to hold yesterday's low. Or Tuesday's, whatever that was.
5,
Or Monday.
4, 3, 2,
That's what they're going to
1.
do.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ugly session.
Filled. Order filled.
That was an ugly close.
Mm-hmm.
They wrecked everything. They wrecked bonds, dollar. Look at the dollar over 1.7.
Come on, I knew it. Just
But the amount of people that thought that that photo I posted was real, it's hilarious.
oh, there we go.
MU.
Okay. Just worked my way back out of that somehow.
Oh, yes.
You know how you work your way out of something with stuff.
MU popping.
Oh my God, their revenue numbers are crushing. 27 million versus like 14 or something. 20 something versus 14. Ooh. Guidance just came out for Q3.
Pop and drop. And chop. Kind of flat so far.
EPS was 12.20 and it beat 9.21 estimate. Revenue, I'm seeing 23.86, beat 19.9 is the official numbers here. Or the whatever the adjusted. Buyback? No, dividend. 40% dividend increase for Micron. Oh, man.
Another boring but wild day.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm out. I'll see you guys in talk to you later.
All right, see you
Later,
guys.
Frank.
Good one, guys.
All right, Chet.
Well, what a day. Absolute knife city.
Oh, man.
I don't want to long this overnight, but
I was just thinking the same thing.
you know, I don't know. Oil needs to calm down. There's just no good news.
Long from where? Because it's probably going to come right back down.
I know.
I is sitting directly on the level from Friday after hours for where it gapped up over the weekend. It's like sitting direct. It's the 661.15.
Tomorrow just turns into a
free fall.
3% down.
Yeah, ain't good. There's nothing good here. What do you like here? Nothing. I mean, these daily charts are just get so bad. Healthcare looks terrible. I mean, everything just looks bad. It's been looking bad. Microsoft, that's not good. Closing at 391. Meta looks terrible. I think Meta on the daily or even the weekly now, like if we close down here through Friday, 581's back in the cards. And we lose that, 480 is a long way.
That 94.50 high right on oil.
I mean, you got 2-year yield just ripping higher too. That is not good. And they don't slow down until you get to 4%, and that's 25 basis points higher from here.
Damn, that post cooked. Cooking.
Tomorrow could just be ugly.
Bro, 383 likes on that post.
On
Cha-ching.
I like it.
Dude, I walked away. I didn't even know that shit was going viral. Let's go.
Bing bang.
Take that.
Oh, and you now red.
Yeah, not good.
God, look at NQ 630.
Micron red. New lows on Qs. Uh-oh.
Right.
Whoa, whoa.
Here's the 200-day right here.
Yeah, it is.
They did it after hours. No.
Nar.
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 Are you telling me to long it here?
Maybe.
Well, SPY's not there yet, but SPX is.
QQQ, I mean, technically it's after hours, but the gap takes it down to 593.50. Which
SPX 6000 coming to a street near you.
since it can trade till 415.
I'm just gonna keep knifing this.
So I was looking, I was like, we're only down 1.4%. Technically, you could see a minus 2% down. Just a slow bleed overnight and then a small pop retracement pre-market, but
I could see it like working its way back up overnight to get more sellers.
Yeah.
Or just gap down below the 200 and then your target's along back to it.
we passed 4 evals today, JB. Nice.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
All right, crew. Anybody in the chat got anything else before I shut her down?
We outie, bro. We outie.
Later, Gator.
What a day. Back tomorrow.
Weird.
Bing bong.
Bing bang.
There it is.
Bing bang.
God dang it. I could have been short.
All right, chat. Make sure you like the stream. Subscribe to the channel. We'll be back tomorrow. Bright and early. Thirsty Thursday. We're going to do it again, baby. Do it
Gonna
again.
be some big range tomorrow, I think, boys. I think
We'll
you better get your concrete shoes on because we're going swimming.
That view. Yeah, man.